one who was buried comes up from the grave. One once was human, but a full moon makes him a slave. Siblings infernal by blood or by spell. Formaldehyde and Wolf Tummy presents Drag Us to Hell.
Welcome to a very special episode of Drag Us to Hell, the podcast for all the weirdos and queerdos. I am your hostess with the mostest, Formaldehyde.
Yes.
I'm Franco, the Wolf Tummy. Hi.
And I'm Jason, the engineer.
And you're a resident heterosexual.
Yes, I am the only straight guy in this room right now.
Yes, of course, as always.
Yeah, it's only three of us. So yes.
Damn it.
What? Yeah, how y'all doing?
I'm good.
Did you recover from your Pride Parade?
Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Franco comes in, the other day?
It was day one or day two of Pride.
It was,
It's a block from my house.
And
That's so unfortunate.
And he goes, it was just...
I'm far away from it, so I didn't even realize this was it was like Pride weekend.
It's the restaurant you frequently... restroom that you had talked about.
Oh, I was like
the restaurant you frequently go to that I watch you through the window. Remember you said that someone was like, "Come to this restroom and I'll slaughter you."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was at that place, that park.
Yeah,
but it was just like
I was like, that's so unfortunate because I'm so far from it. So I was like, I totally forgot, and I dressed up because I did my own little Halloween party last weekend with some close friends and family. And I dressed up as a red devil, and then everybody was like, "Happy Pride! Are you gonna see you at Pride?" I was like, "No." I was like, "No, I have better things to do. I'm just gonna get shit faced drunk in front of all my parents and loved ones.
I love it.
To show my ass there, not at Pride.
Yeah, not at Pride.
I get free booze at my house
for real."
So I was like, "No, I'm not doing that."
Sorry.
But yeah.
So what it's not Pride Month, so it's just a Pride Parade?
No, so every city kind of has their own Pride weekend.
I guess
so there's a general Pride season, which was just a few months back when that's when retail and all that shit get really onto Pride and stuff. But then every city or state kind of has their own designated Pride, so that they event and stuff like that where the community comes together and stuff like that. But I know they're doing stuff for this weekend too.
Oh, really?
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
didn't go. I don't go to Pride.
Oh, you didn't.
Not
go
that
to
I'm
okay.
I'm not someone that's opposed to the concept.
No, I was gonna say I'm not opposed to it. It's just not my scene.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't need to flaunt it, and it's not even flaunting for most people. But I just don't need it.
Well, I just prefer to get
my
my STDs in secret.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't need. No. I'm kidding.
You know what it is though? I equate to this. This is a weird fucking analogy, but when me being a veteran, right? When it's fucking Veterans Day, and or whatever, and everybody's going to these restaurants to get free food, I am the last guy. I will never do that. I don't want your fucking handouts.
Yeah.
That type of shit. And I know out there some people are listening well, that's what I do. I don't. So it's one of those things where I'm just no, I don't want to go there and say, look at me, I'm a veteran. Give me free shit. I don't like that. So I'm I made the choice to join, and I don't need. I appreciate when people say thank you. That's awesome. I appreciate that, but I don't need a handout. So
totally.
So I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of that.
Well, I kind of have almost the same experience with that, but with the drag side of this is that it's funny because I have a weird outlook on it because when it comes to Pride season, everybody wants to hire the drag queens,
right?
Yeah.
And it's especially I had quite a bit DMs, and it was funny that I totally forgot because I had a bunch of DMs just a few months ago about people planning Pride events and stuff like that,
right?
From people that would never normally want to hire me for their shit because obviously me being the type of drag queen and stuff like that I am. That my style doesn't necessarily vibe with it, but with this being in October and Pride, everybody was hopping on my coattail and was oh, we want you, and I'm I don't need that because I was because normally you guys would give two shits about me, so I was I'm not gonna go to this Pride event and try to be all happy go lucky and I need this. No, I don't need that. So I was I'm not doing that. We're not doing it.
Yeah, it's. I'm glad. The weird thing about it is that it's changed so much in such a short amount of time. So we don't really think about the fact that 30 years ago, this meant something entirely different. Now everybody is just going because they want to party,
right?
But 30 years ago was about like trying to figure out how to not die from AIDS.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so that was just 30 years ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
30 years is nothing. I have a shirt older than that.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like the reality is that it's changed so much. And the scene, if you will, like there's a Pride scene, and there's not really a lot of information about that connects us to the past or connects us to the people that kind of carried the gay community through this shit. And now we're just like, you know, I don't know.
It's just a rave now. It's just a rave in a park.
It's just like a reason to get shit faced and like party
and to wear like a jock strap.
Yeah,
and have poppers around.
That's played out as fuck.
I wonder how many people at Pride parades are actually straight, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, a ton of straight people go to Pride.
I figured they're just looking for that party, disco party type of shit, right?
There's a lot of drug dealers.
I bet
that too. Big time.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people that end up getting hospitalized.
No shit.
Oh yeah, because people fucking OD here.
Yeah,
they do too much. You know.
Yeah.
So, but like you know, at the core of it, the thing that matters. It needs to be. I think we kind of need to, as a community, to refocus a little bit on why that's important, and then like not so much of the partying part.
Yeah, I get that.
You know,
and that was kind of the same thing we mentioned.
Mix it up a little bit.
That was the same thing we mentioned during Pride Month as well. That like that was like a bigger scope of like I think we need to kind of refresh our goal here and the reason why we're celebrating and you know it kind of shows when you have kind of like more of a designated spot of how much it's changed.
Yeah.
Because it's like normally as a community, I don't see half the people as I do normally standing up for like the LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
But when there's a party involved in a park, you see them all there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that's it's a little rough to put that into perspective.
Well, like so,
looking
I
at
think
that.
you know, and they charge a shit ton, I guess, to get in. It's
yeah,
like,
it is.
really?
It's a big chunk of money.
I don't know specifically, so I'm kind of talking half out my ass. That when I did see online, there was a thing that said a special pass. I don't know what it was, but it was like $140.
Wow.
For like the weekend, and you get to
Yeah.
like hang out with a couple of like the drag queens that were like on Drag Race or some stupid shit.
Right.
But it's like, dude, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Because it's Arizona. It's not. It's outside. That's hot.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing too. I get that like we need work or like we need money and stuff like that. But if a lot of these drag queens that were like this is our hometown,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think twice about like ever charging you, Jason, or something for me to come to like event that's in my own hometown. I get that like it's a big event and there's people who come, but if it's your own hometown, come on.
I
And
agree
if you're
with that.
celebrating for like a purpose,
Yeah.
at least put it.
This is
towards
not like
donation.
a private party.
Yeah,
Like
at
that.
least put like at a donation for
agree.
some sort
For-
of resources.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Especially with like Palestine and Israel and stuff with all that stuff going on. There's ways you can, but I know for a fact that they took that chunk of money.
Oh, of course, dude. Okay.
I don't blame them, but sometimes it's kind of rough to see that.
Well, okay. So
Not naming names, but
I'm going to say some names. So the Pride thing here has progressively, as it's gotten more expensive, the money is obviously in about a few years it's going to turn out that like someone was embezzling money.
Oh, 100%.
Because like 6 years ago, this was even okay. Just to put this in like kind of context, was it like 2000? When did Lady Gaga come out? Like 2003.
yeah,
Maybe.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Remember that? Just
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah,
that's
blah.
like 2005,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that song. There was a dude. What was his name? Colby something. Remember? Because it was a duet. It was her and a guy. You didn't even remember the guy. See, but
don't
there was a
remember
guy that did half of the song.
yes,
And then Akon produced it.
Yes,
Right.
yeah,
well,
yeah.
that guy, like a couple of years ago, was the headliner at the Pride here, which is like, oh my god,
really?
how uncomfortable. That he's not gay.
Yeah.
And so it's just like I remember hearing like
Yikes.
from my yard,
Yeah.
they were doing that song,
Yeah.
and they had the Lady Gaga part just on a speaker.
Oh,
And then he was like,
and then he was doing
there.
his part.
He was doing his part, but she does like,
like
I
a
would say
bad
she does like
karaoke.
70% of the song.
I was about to say
and he has
he's like-
one like
Yeah.
one verse.
Yeah.
And so then it was just really uncomfortable to listen to. But even as cringy as that is,
Yeah.
now it's just like Jessica Wilde from season whatever.
Yeah,
as
she
the
was
host.
here.
But it's like a
Yeah.
bunch of bullshit,
Yeah.
like Lanisha whatever, or not Lanisha Sparks, but whatever that fucking what's her name is, the one that won Miss.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And then
yeah,
she
yeah.
went home twice, and she's not really great. She's not. But so it's just like, dude, I don't think they paid them
Right.
like the money that they paid that guy.
Yeah.
So where's the money? Where's the money?
Yeah.
Where is that money
Yeah,
going?
Yeah. Good call. Hey, look, I don't like when it comes to like say like nonprofits and all that shit, man. There's a lot of non-trust, man. I mean,
dude, that money.
Remember, and then once again, veteran side. Remember Wounded Warriors. Everything.
I do.
Everything you see, Wounded Warriors, man. Please help. And they were next thing you know, when they started looking at the money, it's like, man, why is the president of Wounded Warriors like just a multi-millionaire? Fucking,
he's flying private.
Yeah, private. He has Lamborghinis. He's got all this shit. And then they realize that, oh fuck, it's a scam. Well, it's not a scam, but you know, when you run a nonprofit, you write your own salary.
Yep.
Right. And all that. So don't worry. You know, 10% goes to the vets over here, and they'd always grab a token guy with a missing leg. You know,
always that guy.
I had a few buddies that were Wounded Warrior fucking, I guess, I don't know, just showgirls. I call it, you know. You miss, they wouldn't go for, if you got shot, all right, Franco, and in your stomach. All right, and then I got Melda, who's missing an arm. I'm not even looking at Franco. Melda, I need something that I need to show the world. Look at this. And so it was, but you know, at first all the vets are like, "Oh, that's good, you guys do it." And then you start realizing, like, "Hey, these motherfuckers," you know. And so, and you think it's the most wholesome thing ever, but
it's like fucking stills of Lieutenant Dan. They're not even trying anymore. It's like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is that Gary Sinise? What?
Yeah, it goes back to like a cup of coffee a day will feed these hungry children here, right? And also feed my fucking my new 8,000 square foot mansion I have. You know, so
that I remember that Wounded Warriors thing went to at one point. It was so like prevalent that I remember going into like I think it was Walgreens or something or like whatever, and they had like a thing for Wounded Warriors, but it was like candy bars.
Yes,
and they were like, why would I send Wounded Warriors candy bars? I don't understand.
Yeah, who's
we did that
because it was like buy the candy bars.
Elementary school.
Yeah, they don't need all that sugar.
I feel old as fuck now. You just said elementary.
I was like, oh shit, yeah, elementary school. Oh man, that was like 2005, 5 or 6.
Oh shit,
That's when I was in school.
Really?
Yeah,
fuck yeah. I was like on second deployment.
Oh my god,
that's all right. Yeah,
that's crazy.
No, it just takes a while, man. But it just shows human nature. It's like, hey, we got a good cause, and immediately you want to be like, okay, without looking into it, and then you realize like, where is this fucking money going here? You know, you know how many homeless vets are getting what they get or whatever, you know, or what is it? How much is this going to, you know, age research or something like whatever, right?
Yeah, for real.
And then by the time you start investigating enough, people squirm, people go away. Next thing you know, that it's shut down, and you know, so.
But the money's gone.
Yeah, exactly, it's gone. You know,
also like another turnout for the Pride was I always remember like friends of mine like when high school and stuff, how people would kind of equivalent how Pride was like how big of a bag of condoms did you get, like the cool condoms and stuff. You don't ever come home with any of that now. And it's like another thing, like that sort of resource, like that's like a good thing to give out free condoms and stuff like that, and free HIV testing and stuff like that. I think I saw like one booth that was doing the free HIV testing.
Was it the instant test?
Yeah, the instant test.
Man, that's
wow. That's so about sweating it right there.
Yeah,
huh?
and
I've taken that test before.
How about running your fucking day?
20 minutes. Dude.
Yeah. Well,
oh my
and
god.
It's like but then like people
Can you mail me the
people
results,
come
please?
home. And they don't have anything to call for. But it was like before, you'd get like a huge bag of like I remember like my friends coming home, like coming to school the next day after coming from Pride and having a huge book bag full of like all the different like fun condoms and stuff like that. But it's even like that we kind of lost the plot there too, because at least you like made it a fun thing of like how many condoms you can, and plus you're installing like the safe sex kind of thing. You don't have any of that anymore.
Wait, I can't wrap my fucking head around this. Hold on a second.
They want you to get
an instant HIV test.
Yeah, there's a 20-minute test or a quick. Not even blood.
And this is
or this is just like
wait, this is
a gum swab.
But is that like at a Pride event or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, what the fuck? You want to ruin my life right now, or what?
I always want to know.
Well, the funny thing is too. At a lot of the like clubs, especially like that, like I used to work at and stuff too. They'd have like that just in the side of the club, and it's like I'm gonna go on the dance floor and like just break it down
a couple times.
Yeah, or like I know like Stacy's always has like right there, right when you get in through the door.
Yeah,
there's a booth for instant HIV and STI testing and stuff. It's like let me go swab my mouth real quick and then bust it down the dance floor. Come back 20 minutes later and see if I'm dying, or if I have some sort of like if I have chlamydia or something.
Oh my god!
So it's like I never understood that either. Kind of thing of like having like this party.
Please mail them to me. I don't want. Let me enjoy the rest of my night. Please.
Okay,
I understand the reasoning.
Have you done it? Have you done that? The 20-minute test?
Yeah.
So, do you want to walk him through it? I can walk you through
it.
it.
You can walk it through. Yeah, you
down.
can walk it through.
Oh, okay, this is how this shit works, dude.
Oh, man. I'm already
So,
sweating.
first off, I'm going to preface this by saying one time, I was in the emergency room.
Oh.
And I can't remember why I was there. It wasn't some kind of gay shit.
Right.
But it wasn't. I was there because I don't even know. It was something weird.
Okay.
Like I had a pain on my side. I don't know. But they were like, hey, we're just going to give you the whole battery of tests.
Right.
And I'm like, cool. And then she goes, and I don't know if she was kind of just kind of reading me basically because she goes, age, she didn't ask me, but what my sexual orientation was.
No, she just asked you if you're.
Well, she didn't ask. She didn't say anything, but she goes, since we're giving you all these tests, she's like, we're just going to give you the HIV test too. Which I'm like,
that's what I was like. Did she just kind of just put in their HIV test?
Well, she goes, we're just going to give it to you real quick. But then she goes, and I'm like, okay. And I wasn't worried about that. But then she goes, open up, and I'm like, because she runs the thing around your gums,
swabs you,
and she goes, be back in 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. That's the longest 20 minutes of your fucking life,
dude. Are you kidding me?
It is.
I wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah.
That being said, though, I have taken the test, and the way that this shit works is you get the kit, right?
Mm-hmm.
They sell them at Walgreens,
right?
You take it, you literally, it's like a COVID test. You swab your gums,
exactly.
But then the thing is, you shut it, and it says, "Do not flip this over until 20 minutes."
Until 20 minutes, and it is though.
Because I'm pretty sure there would be like a COVID test where it says wait, even though you get the line instantaneously. So I'm sure that it's instant, but you have to wait.
Oh my god!
And you set a timer, and then it says if the results are positive, call this phone number, and there's basically someone that's going to talk to you.
And then they'll mail you they'll either give you the resources, or depending on who it is, will also do they'll have you actually with a doctor.
Wow.
But one of the things,
you mail-in medication.
But also, that's true. But one of the things is that the reason they really want you to call if you do test positive is because they need to report that shit to the CDC.
Sure.
So they have to track the amount of people that are positive. So they're like, and we are going to get, you know what I mean? They're going to fucking clock you.
Yeah. Now you're fucking labeled, man. Wow, man, that's 20 minutes.
And there's no shame in it if people are. I mean, it happens to people.
Well,
we know people that are
let me back.
They're healthy and they're fine.
That's what I'm saying. That there is an importance to it, and there is a reason why we have.
Yeah, it's socially responsible.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and I get all that. 100%. And also, I'm also in this. I grew up in the 80s. I'm in the stigma. You had HIV. Fucking see ya, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's like that anymore, right?
No. You can live your life the entire life.
Your whole life.
Right.
Yeah, you won't,
and that's even like.
Remember Magic Johnson had it, right? And it was like, oh,
he
shit.
He still has it, but
he still has
it. He tests negative though. He's essentially the way that works is the virus amount is so low in your blood and it's not replicating. It's not that you can't transmit it to someone else.
Right.
But you can still be reinfected. That's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
So people that are on the medication for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They can still be infected by someone else who has a high viral load if they have sex with that person.
Yep.
So you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get two strains.
No.
But you're not. But it's not a death sentence anymore, right?
No, it's not. No. They have so much medication for it that you can live your whole life. And that's even being like, I've known somebody who had it for a while and they never knew.
Yeah.
And they started getting kind of bad side effects. Then but they said that they had guessed they had it like they didn't realize for years.
And they didn't.
And they got medication and they're still fine.
Right.
It was like before, like you wait like a year before you know, and like you said, you're dead.
Well,
they just don't have anything to defend towards it. Sorry, I'm losing.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And now they just started clinical trials for the vaccine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's in clinical phase 1.
Yep.
But a lot of people don't think about the fact that when this shit first started. When people started to become sick in the 80s, they had caught it in the 70s because it takes about 10 years for it to actually start showing effects on your immune system.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So a lot of people think, oh, well, it happened in the 80s, but it was actually in the early 70s where people started to become infected. They just didn't know until like 82, 83, 84.
Yeah.
And then by then it was like, that shit was
It was
really,
such a, I know you weren't even
rolling.
a thought yet, Melda, but it was such a scare in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
For straight and gay
my
people,
parents,
man.
My parents tell me all the time, how scared they were because they were growing up with it and stuff like that, and like their parents.
Well, and it was like you're immediately someone's bleeding. You're like, I don't know this motherfucker. You die. I didn't touch it because it was that. It was. I mean, but it was all the news would just scare the fuck out of you. There's no internet either, so you couldn't do your research. Right?
It was
like whatever that guy across that news table is telling me is fucking. I'm going to die.
Yeah, exactly.
And so but now we know a little different, right? And all that stuff. But yeah, I remember when like Magic Johnson got it, it was like, oh shit, and he was just banging supposedly chicks. I don't know, maybe he's doing something else. I think
that the thing with Magic is I don't think so. One thing nobody talks about, especially, and this is talking about NBA shit, it's going to get into a straight thing right now, but is that like a lot of the guys that were in the NBA in the 80s did a lot of fucking drugs.
Oh, yeah.
They were bringing coke to the games in their socks, to the games that they were playing on TV.
Oh, yeah.
So they were also doing shit where they were shooting up.
Yep.
Yeah.
People were sharing needles. A lot of that happened too.
Yeah.
And no one talks about it. I mean, some people now, like Gilbert Arenas, a few basketball players, like have their pods and they talk about, they didn't play them, but they're like, they put it on blast essentially.
Yeah.
So that was also prevalent. A lot of these players were getting fucking high, doing like heroin, experimenting with drugs, sharing needles. They didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that he got it sexually. He could have gotten it through possible drug use. He's never really said.
Yeah,
and it's like, who knows?
But he had one thing. He had the money to get. If anybody's going to fix it, he had the money to fix it. So
yeah.
Where like a lot of people just
that life. Plus that lifestyle, the partying scene, orgies, anything.
Oh,
you don't know who's going to those places.
Oh, I guarantee.
Who's giving something to somebody else. I mean, even just like in a time like bisexuals too could have given it.
You know what shit's crazy about that? It's like although we're talking about that, like oh my god, that like real talk for the gay community. It's like every Sunday.
Yeah,
really.
That's like so common now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like, whatever happened to like just good old fashioned monogamy?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's like I know it's not. It's kind of like a stick in the mud thing to talk about, but it's a cute look too.
It is. Oh my god.
It's not required.
Yeah.
But it's it's like. I hate when people say that it's like, I mean, I don't like the term heteronormative about just monogamy. It's just like, no, sometimes you fall in love with a person and you guys choose to just be exclusive sexually to each other. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh,
it's almost 100%. Reversed now. We stigmatize a lot of gays for doing that.
Oh, my God, I know. It's insane. You want to know what's kind of going crazy? Getting back into like the dating scene myself.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess we could address that now.
We're not going to address it. We're not going to do it. But just kind of getting like back into the scene a little bit. It's kind of crazy. Like,
why'd you get out of the scene?
What? Like dating?
Yeah.
Or I just never was in it. But now that I'm like kind of sort of seeing somebody.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Nice.
God, how small the gay community is.
Really?
Because it's like so many of like, oh God!
Just say it.
It's just like we all know each other. We all know each other, and it's just kind of crazy. Like kind of singling yourself out to one person, and how many people they know, and their friends of friends, and I'm just like,
oh, or what people like? Wait a minute, are people like telling you that they had messed around with the person that you're seeing?
Yes,
that's so stupid because
I know, but it's like that's how
so childish. I fucking hate being gay so much.
I know that, but that's what I was saying. Like, oh God, I hate. That's why I was like,
I hate myself.
No, maybe
so much
we
right
should
now.
just normalize just being with one partner because like the gay scene. Oh God, it's so small and everybody knows everybody. I'm like, oh, it is. I was like, oh man. Man, it gives me such a bad anxiety attack. I'm like, oh,
like real talk. I think that maybe we should give that conversion therapy a second look. I'm kidding. It doesn't work.
What is conversion therapy?
That's when they like stick you in a bathtub full of ice to make, and then they like all that weird shit. They don't. It's kind of illegal in a lot of states, but some states still allow it weirdly. Yeah. But they basically like send you to a camp, and then they put you like in. They do all this shit to you, like on that movie. They electrocute you.
Yeah,
what?
They
show you.
Away.
This is to make you not gay.
Yeah, so they'll show you like pictures of like oiled up guys, and then they'll like zap you.
It's like straight up like what's like funny games or what's that movie?
Who fucking signs up for this?
A lot of people in the Midwest.
A lot of Christian parents will sign their kids
up.
Oh,
okay.
But they'll literally like
you should watch that movie. Boy Erased.
Okay,
it's actually really good.
You know,
it's straight friendly, and it's about this is a real story. The guy that's in the movie that wrote the movie, this happened to him, so it's autobiographical.
Yeah.
But and then the thing that the twist is at the end, he ends up still being gay, but his parents are a pastor. And it's Russell Crowe. That's his dad.
Okay.
And his mom is Nicole Kidman. Yeah. And then the guy, and then what's that one? They're all Australians, but they all play Americans. And then Joel Edgerton from Warrior plays the head pastor of the place they send him.
Yeah.
But then at the end, it shows where they all went in their lives, and it shows that guy left it and got married to a dude. Yeah. And he was the pastor.
Yeah.
Really?
Trying to make them not be
funny.
gay.
On a more like funnier note, watch I'm a Cheerleader.
Oh, I've seen that.
And that has Natasha Lyonne in it and stuff where where her parents, and this is more a campy version because it's got RuPaul and I forget the girl who plays the other teacher and stuff. But it's funny.
Chloe Duvall's in it.
Yeah. It's got a lot of people in that cast too. Yeah. But it's funny because like she's a cheerleader and she's dating the jock and stuff like that. But obviously she's a lesbian and stuff like that. But her parents send her to this conversion therapy camp where, like you were saying, one of the teachers is obviously, or like RuPaul, he's a guy in it and stuff like that. He's playing
Clearly
the math teacher, but he's like effing the other guys or like the other teacher's son and stuff like that.
I didn't know there was really that shit existed.
It is. It's funny, but it's like that the movie you're talking about is the real serious one, but then there's the campy version that like, but it still the underlining like thing is like how true, like
it addresses the same subject but with humor,
right? Yeah, and I feel like sometimes people understand humor more times than like the reality, and people like to shut down reality when it comes to that. So that's a really good movie to watch, just to kind of understand kind of like the atmosphere, or kind of even just like the mindset of parents that were like in that day and age that were like we're so scary. But let's send our kids to this camp with people we don't know. We don't know what they're doing to our children in order to brainwash them into being straight. Right. And then hopefully to have them do like, I mean, like also just like the norms of like, oh, you're either a housewife or you're the working man and stuff like that. So it was, it's so crazy to think that that's what parents wanted for their children to now where everything is so accepted.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit too much accepted.
Overly.
In my opinion. I think that sometimes I think we need to bring back bullying. I will keep saying we need to bring back bullying.
I love it. We need to,
especially to these TikTok children.
That's the thing. Okay, so like I guess this is across the board. It's not just gay kids. It's more along the lines of just like
this is just
like the past week in particular. Okay. I was like kind of reading a lot about like the whole thing that's going on with social media and how like depression and anxiety are just like skyrocketing for young people.
Right.
And it's the fucking algorithm. It's the fact that you're bound, and I've been doing this on purpose. So I go on social media and then a video will come up of like a Karen fighting with someone.
Right.
But then now I'll click on it. I don't want to watch this.
Right.
And it'll say, got it. We'll not show this.
Yeah.
And then immediately the next video, it'll be something else. It's because the whole point is the algorithm is trying to trigger an emotional response. You spend more time and that you comment and you guys start fighting.
If it was me, I'd be doing the opposite with those Karen videos. I want to see more of it.
See, the thing is, they want you to because the equity in this entire situation is that you're the product and your time is what is the value.
Right.
So you spending more time on there is what the algorithm needs. Yes. So it keeps, and I kept hitting no.
Yeah.
And then I would log off and I would log back on in like 5 minutes. And then you would think that the algorithm is supposed to determine that these are the things this person doesn't want to watch. Let's send them other things.
Correct.
It never changed. No, it kept sending those videos. And I was testing it.
Shit, yeah.
It was force feeding because it was trying to get me to have an emotional or an emotive response.
Yeah.
Right. So then it showed people like being racist to each other and then like punching each other. It was like all the ugliest human behaviors. Because that's what makes you respond.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, the fact that the algorithm is so determined, essentially the way that it's written to make me keep seeing things that are ugly. Right. But then that's kind of got off on a side tangent. The reality is that a lot of these kids are going through this shit. And it's exacerbated by the fact that this algorithm is driving them to have comparative lives to things that are not realistic. Like everybody is putting up videos that are an artificial version of their real life or putting up images.
Sure.
And it's so when it just forces you to live this, especially as gay kids that are young, this life compared to what you think is someone else's life, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's a manicured version of what they chose to have represent in their life. It's not it's not the real thing.
Yeah.
And there's no way to see the real thing because it's a piece of technology in your hand. It's
I agree. It's fucking. I mean, it's wild. Like I had to jump off Twitter for a while because man, my feed got so fucked up, man. And I think it's where it's at because like I don't know. It's like my feed is all violence and death, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm sick of it, man. You know. I think because I sat and watched one. I think it probably when. Let's say the Palestinian thing kicked off, right? And I can't help it. I'm trying to get news because I don't trust any other fucking mainstream news. So I go to Twitter, like first-hand accounts. But then it seems to be fine watching this shit. And then my feed that's all it is. Like, where all the fun shit? I used to have nothing but horror. And now it's like death. I'm like, let me just log off for a while. Hopefully it'll fix itself. Probably not, but yeah.
The one thing, so the Instagram is the main culprit of all this shit. I did, so like on Twitter, I have one, but just to like look at stuff.
Yeah, same.
And I did go on there and I did that algorithm test with that.
Yeah.
And I looked at a bunch of horror stuff and it did click me onto that.
Okay.
So I didn't get any of the fighting. I mean, there were a few of those.
Yeah.
But I just said I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I looked at horror and it worked.
TikTok is pretty good about creating like an algorithm for yourself. Like
I say don't do that.
Really?
Yeah, because the reality of TikTok is that and I'm not like this is not Chinese people, but the reality in China is that it's limited to a certain amount of time, and then it just shuts off.
Right.
Whereas they have it essentially exported here, but they're like keep looking like 24 hours. That cannot be good for you.
Oh no,
because if it was, then they would be like, well, let's just all look at it too.
Yeah.
So the fact that they have it on at a certain time and off at a certain time, but then here they're like just it'll fuck you guys all up. Keep looking.
Well,
at
have you ever been on like TikTok like so long? Well, I don't know.
I don't have TikTok.
Okay, I was gonna say. Well, TikTok has that thing. Like I don't know. Are you on TikTok a lot?
I've been kicked off 3 times, so I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I'm like a pretty big. I don't ever post on TikTok, but I just scroll a lot of the time, and like it has like videotaped when you're scrolling through videos. As you're going, because it's not just like a gallery where you can just like look at like a whole like grid of videos. It's actually like videos where you have to like physically swipe up or down, and it'll just take you straight to playing another video. But when you swipe down, eventually it records your timing on there because it's like, hey, how about stop, or like, hey, how about walk outside, instead of like, oh, you've been swiping too long, like you like kind of thing. There's like actual ads that will be like, hey, how about like walking away from your phone for a minute, it's
really?
like, that's the only reason why I say like I appreciate TikToks more, like because you can curate your For You page to where like if you search certain things,
that's the right word. I said manicure, that's the wrong word. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I need a
like you can curate your For You page to where like I like by like detail have like specific videos that will pop up to like a very like specific like I'm really into like the dollhouse restoration and stuff. So like people are really going into it. That's not like something like YouTube.
I'm going to bully you right now.
No, God.
So thoroughly homosexual.
So listen, I love little miniature figures. Sue me, whatever.
Wow.
But like I get so many of those videos and stuff. But like as I'm scrolling and I'm like on there for like an hour, because like sometimes like to fall asleep, I'll just be scrolling until like eventually I drop my phone and I'm just dead on my bed. But like there's just like there's like, hey, you've been scrolling for way too long, and it's like, oh shit, I gotta go to bed because it has been like 2 hours.
Wow, really? So it'll clock that.
So I do appreciate TikTok over any other social media when it comes to stuff like that. Because at least they're avidly trying to be like, hey, you've been swiping too long. How about go touch some grass, like you dumb bitch. Like stop, dude. Stop watching Karen videos.
So I have a personal Instagram. I'm maybe on it once every 3 months, right? I think I have to do it because of, I don't know, whatever. And I had it, and so I jumped on the other day, and you know, like you'll be scrolling Instagram, and all of a sudden it'll give you like a horizontal bar of just a bunch of reels, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, and I think that's where the algorithm's like, okay, this is what this guy wants to see.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! I'm like, all mine was street fights, and then 40-year-old milfs with giant tits, and I would just like walk up the camera, bounce the tits.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna fucking click this.
Yeah,
quit that. You know. And the next thing you know, I'm like, I just fed right into this shit. I watched that. I watched 2 guys fighting in the street, and then I watched some weird milf.
They got you.
And I'm like, okay, I gotta get back off this thing.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
It's so crazy.
Oh.
I'm like, can I get some? No horror stuff, no nothing. I'm like, come on.
Absolutely not. Oh yeah,
they go right for the jugular.
They do, man. It's like they
do.
know. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
They're insane. You would be so disgusted at my
I can only
Instagram
imagine.
For You page. Oh man, it is just so vile.
Well, while we're talking about gay shit, I mean, this is okay. So I have to say this thing before we get into like what our real horror shit, because we haven't really talked about it.
Oh yeah.
We talked about horrible stuff, but not horror. So this is oh god. Okay, so this is where I'm going to alienate a lot of the gay people that listen to us.
Uh-oh.
But you'll be fine. Like, toughen up, Buttercup. So the fucking Britney Spears had released a book this past week.
Okay.
I've never hated being gay more.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's this big thing right now where like all the gays are posting a picture of them holding the book like it's the Bible.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Really?
and then like Michelle Williams is like the girl that was married to Heath Ledger and had his kid. She's the actress, you know. So she does the audio book. So it went viral that there's a clip of her reading a portion of the book where Britney Spears autobiographically is talking about how Justin Timberlake was like doing the yo,
right.
oh shiz, genuine and all this shit. And she's like, and then Britney Spears quote, and I guess it's not really quote, I'm paraphrasing, but she said something along like, she said, I feel like he was trying too hard. Yeah. And it's like, okay, we'll go with that.
Sure.
So what the fuck do you think dancing in your kitchen with knives is?
Oh my
like,
God.
bitch, that's trying hard. What the fuck are you talking about? Why are people so infatuated with this person? She's out of her fucking mind.
I was about to say, I'm
girl, you don't even have your kids.
I was about to say,
I don't want to hear that.
I was about to say, I'm so glad you brought this up because
tired of it, dude.
I thought I was the only one who was like, when still like anytime you say anything about Britney Spears, everybody's like, leave Britney alone. I was like, no, she literally posted a video of her like dancing around in a bra and I don't even know what she was wearing below because I won't say it was even an article of clothing. It was like a piece of toilet paper duct taped on over her whatever.
Her hoo-ha.
Her hoo-ha. Yeah. But like what was worse was that wasn't obviously the first take she had done because she had her leg, or no, was it her arm? Something was wrapped up in a bandage because you obviously know she fucking cut herself doing this dumb shit for the internet for some people to just like, for the gays to post saying queen.
Let me throw something out as a straight guy. She is not attractive, man.
No,
I would rather go
looking rough
fuck a trash can right now outside than I would get with her. I watch those videos, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, and I know usually when train wrecks are attractive, right? People are just like, oh god, I got it. I just think she's ugly as fuck, dude. I don't know what it is.
She's not doing herself any favor.
Well,
either.
The thing, and I'm not like a Justin Timberlake fan. I'm like, okay, fuck that guy. He probably was trying too hard. Yeah. But the reality is like, they latch onto that and nobody really thinks about this person needs fucking real help. I mean, like, she's not better just because like
she's out of the
her conservatorship.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I was like, no, we should be trying to get her to I don't know. Like,
for me, I'm like, get her off of social media.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying because she got right out of that conservatorship and then just went right onto the internet.
She's like naked, covering her pussy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I was
like how you want to see your mom when you're a 15-year-old boy on the internet. Like, think about your fucking kids.
Exactly.
Dude.
But that's why I was like, I'm so over like the gays been like, leave her alone. She's living her life. I'm like, no, she's not. I was like, she's experiencing the trauma that she went through all this conservativeship, and she's doing it on the internet, which is the exact opposite of what you should be doing.
Right.
They should have eased her way back into real life living, go through professional help of trying to get her back into a stable mental state. But yet we're all, I'm not gonna say we because we definitely are not, but like I see so many gays on Twitter and stuff like cheering her on, thinking like this is okay. I'm like, am I dumb? Is this like something I'm missing or something? Like, did we lose the plot? We're not helping her. We're just enabling her.
I just like, there's nothing better for us to go fucking concentrate on besides her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There is a thing that psychologically for some people that they're with people with social media. I'm just like fucking bashing the shit out of it, but I mean, no matter how rich you are, no matter how many people know who you are. There is something psychologically that in certain people is manifest more to want validation than other people.
Oh, 100%.
And social media is the easiest way to get that hit that dopamine.
There's so much
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
So it's like she's a fucking she's a big icon.
Yeah.
But like she can't help but have that desire to be acknowledged and validated.
Well, yeah.
Look,
and a lot of people have that.
Well, I was about to say, I was like right here, like I admit it too. Like the reason like I post half the shit on Instagram is because I want the validation for it. Not that I'm just on it, just posting. No, I like the attention I get from it. Now, I'm not going to say I'm like on her level of wanting that kind of attention, but there is like specific where I will curate things that I will put on my Instagram because I know it will specifically get a specific reaction that I need in my life.
Yeah.
And I will say,
but do you really need it, or you just want it?
No, well, I feel like I want it, but Instagram, or like not specifically just Instagram, but like social media has made me where I need it, kind of thing.
Well, I agree. No, they have. I mean, there's a reason that heart button. And what's the first thing you do when you do a post? And I'm guilty too, right? No one wants to post. You post something, and all of a sudden 12 people like it.
Right?
You're like, you feel like a total fucking loser.
Yeah,
I don't feel like that.
It.
Really?
I don't feel like that. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But I have figured out that like my joy in life. Remember, you guys know, like I told you, I'm like, I don't fucking believe in depression. I don't mean it doesn't exist.
Right.
But when I say it, it's because I don't believe in it for me.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, and once I kind of went through that breakthrough for myself, that I'm only bound to the things that I believe in.
Sure.
Then it made it easy for me to separate that I don't give a fuck if something gets 1,000 likes or something gets 10.
Right.
I could give a fuck because you know what that is? That's pixels on this piece of.
It is, man.
It's on this piece of metal. It means nothing.
Yeah,
I'm
fake
like
shit,
the
dude.
air is real. The sun is real. I'm a real person. I'm talking to you guys.
Yeah.
We're real. That's real.
Yeah.
This isn't real. This is a little metal thing in my hand.
Yeah.
And I can't tie
I would love to
how
have
my
that
brain
mindset.
works to this.
That's the man. If you could. You need to be able to bottle that and just sell the shit out of it.
I was about to say, I wish I had that.
I say
attitude.
you would be an instant fucking millionaire right now. Because
But-
I mean, that's what I would love to achieve that too.
And Meldon knows before I knew you. I knew Meldon. Meldon knew me.
Right.
You know my old social media. That I was the opposite. All I
Really?
posted was fucking selfie. Because I was that. So I have experienced it from both sides.
Yeah.
I was the validation seeking person and curated all of those images and I worked out super fucking hard and didn't eat for like 2 weeks just to post a fucking picture on the internet on Instagram. So it's like I know what it's like to be on that side, but I've gotten past that and broken through.
This is like Wolfie. This is Wolfie's fucking like social media conversion therapy.
It is.
I'm telling you, I can help you.
I can send your kids to me.
It's just like the reality of your worth has nothing to do with any of that. The reality of your worth is how you treat people, and how you accept love from other people, and to acknowledge that no matter what you think about yourself, if you're feeling bad, that you're still worth the love of other people that love you.
It's social media is
Never
a
doubt yourself
total
for that.
drug.
Oh, it 100% is a drug.
Yeah,
it's 100% a drug.
Whether you need
This shit's getting out of control. We're supposed to be talking about horror, but
Oh, yeah, sorry,
I really
yeah,
like
we'll
this
get back to it.
conversation.
But no, but
this is true horror.
Yeah.
it
true
is
horror.
because like I mean. I find myself like when I wake up in the morning, man. With my routine now, I'll sit there and lay in bed for a minute and just kind of like I'll start processing things, right? And then, man, I'll have this burning desire to see what fucking trash can fire is going on. And so I go right to Twitter. First thing I do, and immediately I set my fucking mood. I'm like, why do I do this to myself, man?
I was about to say, I was like, I will admit, my mood throughout the day is how I started. How social media started it for me.
Yeah.
Because like if
That's
one
bad,
thing,
dude.
if I get one nasty comment or if I have someone trying to play it cute with me, trying to test me, it will ruin my whole day. I will be the first to admit I will be the shittiest person to a barista at Starbucks because one person on YouTube commented something shitty about me.
Yeah.
But it's just like you were saying, it's 100% a drug
It
that
is.
I am really addicted to.
But the thing you have to, I mean, not you have to, I hate saying that, but one good thing to remember is that the person that said something about you that you're reading and it makes you feel that way, that person is also bound by their algorithm.
Exactly.
And so they are driven to comment on that.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
And the whole it's all interconnected. So remember that like this person is just as they're just as hooked because the thing is it's driving them to say something on an image that they know will upset you or at the very least they want to get you to be upset.
Yeah.
And then to be fair
And I'm like,
to
who
you as
cares?
well is your whole life has been social media.
I was just about to bring this up. It is harder to have the mindset of you, Franco, kind of thing because I was instantly born into social media.
Yeah.
Like I
fucking MySpace and all that shit, right? And
yeah,
fucking Facebook,
100%. Yeah, like as a small kid, I mean, like 4 or 5, I remember like being like sitting on my mom's lap as she's like doing her whole MySpace page and stuff like that. So I was already like automatically just like straight up born into it. And then like the minute I got out of like elementary school and into like middle school where I was able to get my own phone and stuff, Instagram was getting big. And so then it was like everybody was like, and then from that point, or it was like Facebook. First it was Facebook, then it was Instagram, then it was Twitter. So it was like instantly, like I've always had social media was always on like that side of my head because it was like I was just instantly born out of it. So I don't know life.
You're right.
I don't know life without it.
Same with my daughter. Like, my daughter's the same way, man.
Yeah, so it's like, so even me like trying to purge Instagram or Twitter and stuff by like temporarily deleting the app, me living my life and been like, I should take a picture of this. Oh, I'm still managing to like have like that content awareness in my head. Yeah, because it's just there in my brain.
Well, you're also in showbiz as
and
well.
also in showbiz too. So everything has to be like content related. Everything. You know? Like I can't even go like a weekend like a Halloween party. I can't even like throw my own Halloween party without being like, okay, I need to have really good. I need to get pictures now because I know I'm not going to look as good later on in the party because I need to have something to post for Instagram to show that I had a party. Yeah, people were never like that before. No. You guys were all partying and not thinking once about photos or about bragging about it unless you're going to school the next day and telling like how bumping the party was. But like me, I gotta have photos. I gotta have videos. I have to have something to show for it.
Yeah, it was word of mouth until the disposable cameras got developed.
Exactly.
Incriminating.
And then it's like, oh fuck, okay, but you know, you're right though, and it's and so like at one point of me, it's like I feel for you guys because you were born into this, and it's hard. It's a hard way to get out.
You don't know a world without it.
No, not a single part of it.
And
like,
honestly,
not a single thing.
The world was awesome without it. I ain't gonna lie. But you didn't know any better back then, right?
Well, I think one of the driving factors before all of that was that you didn't. So, like another reason we're addressing all this mental health shit. That's just why not put it on the table. But another thing is that back in the day, before social media, you had to have talent to be acknowledged. For talent.
Yes.
For talent's sake. So to be famous, you had to be very beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Or very talented. Or very talented and beautiful.
Yes.
Magic combo.
Right.
But then,
now
with social media,
everybody
you don't have to be beautiful or talented.
No.
You just have to figure out how to get the algorithm. Yeah, to trigger responses, right? Yeah. So, and then some people take it to the dark thing. When you see people saying like negative shit on your stuff, they'll always have a private
100%.
account.
Yeah.
So the point is because they want you to respond, but they don't want you to look at their shit.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, so the thing is, that is a big difference. And now the problem is we don't really acknowledge the reality that people didn't suddenly get talented just because there's more fame on social media.
Yeah.
99% of these motherfuckers are still talentless and mediocre.
But they shine the brightest.
Well, the thing is, they do shine because they figure out how to get
the algorithm.
And they have time to waste. But the thing is that they're not happy with being mediocre.
No.
And up until the invention of social media, the backbone of a beehive is the worker bees.
Correct.
It ain't the queen bee.
Oh, no.
And now everyone's trying to be a bunch of queen bees in a beehive, and it's a shit show.
Yeah.
The worker bees, they don't glow and they're not glamorous.
Right.
But that's what builds up a society.
Absolutely.
And the foundation of a good, strong society is people that are comfortable in their positions. And so like I don't want to use the word mediocre, but I am.
Yeah.
But like you don't have to be socially popular and acknowledged.
Correct.
Just do your job. And have your close friends, and that used to be enough.
It used to be plenty, right? And it seemed, and it's fuck. You ain't lying because it was enough, man.
It was enough.
If I had you two of my best friends and that's it, I'm cool, man. I'm great. It was all I needed. But now it's like, no, look at my count. I need to have thousands of people that don't give two shits about me, but they're gonna give me a heart or they're not going to give me a heart. And some reason my day is fucking ruined or done. Or I love my day if it's depends on what I hate that.
Oh,
man.
I mean, there's people who won't even associate with you if you have like under like 2K followers.
Totally.
Like it's insane. Like the even like
so
the friends dating scene or anything. It's changed.
What do you think in 20 years is going to be so?
I'd imagine that technology will have because like this thing is we have created this artificial intelligence, right? Yeah. And it's seeped its way. And I'm not even talking about like chat fucking. I'm talking about just the basic algorithms that they've been written about into social media is already causing all of these people to be massively unhappy.
Yeah. Right.
And so it's like. The fledgling next step of evolution could very well be just technology. Yeah. And this could be the infancy stage of like phasing us out. And then it evolves. And you know what? That's the natural order of things.
Sure.
Because if it's intelligence that's alert and aware of itself. That's what we are, and that's when I told you guys before. Metal is still made out of the same elements that the universe is composed from. So as long as intelligence and being aware is the goal, and we get phased out, the universe is still alive. It's just alive in technology because those elements now are aware. So it's all about that. No, so it's like, in a weird way, we are creating a system that is like, they don't have to send Skynet back a Terminator.
Right.
They just have to give us a fucking camera faced on a phone. And they're like, who knew that that's all we needed to make them hate themselves?
Yeah.
And start phasing themselves out. You know?
No, you're right. It's wow, it's so fucked.
Yeah,
man.
because mental health issues that are really bad, they're going to check. Your life is shorter. You're more unhealthy. You have more unhealthy habits. All of that shit. And that's what this does to you.
Yeah.
So it's just like, maybe that's where it'll be in 20 years. Maybe we'll just all be like...
just fuck.
I mean, it'd probably take long enough. It'll probably take about, like, 35 years.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. We think with all this technology, we can fucking make a good horror movie. We haven't fucking done that in a while.
No.
I know.
And, right, we have to eventually...
All right, let's do this. Okay, so as of today, guys, if you're listening to this, which... Actually, we won't launch this tomorrow, but Five Nights at Freddy has come out tonight.
Let's talk about something.
Okay, and so none of us have seen it yet.
No,
but there has been some reviews already out, right? And these reviews are let's just say
less than stellar.
Let's say it's a cloudy night. There's not many stars out, right? No. So what do you think? What are you predicting, Melda, on this movie?
Jeez. It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
I mean, just without me even seeing the reviews, I know it's going to be bad. One, I know, like, me and you, like, we're really excited. I know specifically are really excited to see it.
For sure.
But I just know this was targeted for kids. Even with it being a horror movie, I know it's going to be targeted for a younger generation of kids,
right?
Which you don't have to do a lot to entertain them.
Yeah.
Even with social media and not social media, you got it's not really hard to entertain. I mean, sometimes it's not really even hard to entertain me when it comes to these things,
right?
But specifically, I think this is just going to be bad because I think it was just built on impressing the kids who played the game. So I just know it's going to be bad. But I will say, I think the graphics and maybe the atmosphere and stuff will look good. Hopefully, hopefully it'll be visually pleasing.
So that's what I'm thinking too. I mean, I think we're going to get a visually like, okay, that looks like the game. That looks like all this stuff.
Yeah.
But then you throw the Blumhouse factor into it. I'm like, which is. I knew this when they started producing. It's like Jason Blum underneath it. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go, right?
Yeah.
So there will be an element that I hate in this movie, or I'm
of course.
So I'm feeling this thing's gonna be mid for me. I'm thinking a 5 out of 10. That's what I'm guessing, man. I
agree.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope
I am too. I hope that with maybe them taking maybe elements of like what makes the game and the series iconic. Maybe it'll be just like to me, and maybe something like I could maybe put on for maybe like light entertainment. I'm not feeling too confident in that.
I'm not either.
But
Franco,
I
what
can
do you
only
feel?
hope.
You don't even watch it.
You don't
Franco?
even know anything really about Five Nights at Freddy's.
I know a little
bit, but not a whole lot.
Yeah. I probably will watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's streaming, which I think, although, I kind of, we talked about it. I feel like that's a detriment to the box office.
I do too.
Because it's like releasing it right now, the weekend of Halloween, right before Halloween, I should say. It would make a lot more money than if you released it and are streaming it. I don't know why. I mean, they obviously chose to do that.
I'm wondering if that was like a specific with like Halloween parties and stuff going on, with a lot of people probably trying to stay in for Halloween and doing these parties. Maybe the streaming was like a thought in their mind, like, oh, they could put this on during like a Halloween party or Halloween get together or stuff, or like getting people together and doing festive things, but also having watched a movie, which could be like a good thing and a bad thing.
So like, I have Peacock, but I don't really use it.
Right?
Does it have commercials?
Yeah,
it does.
So the movie will have commercials unless you.
I don't know.
Pay.
I think you'll get commercials at the beginning.
Yeah,
and that's it. So
yeah.
I watched the Peacock movie last night, and it did that. It gives me 190 fucking seconds, which is the longest 990 seconds.
That's like four or five commercials at the beginning. Like even like Disney does that too with like their app. Like when I watched Corella and stuff, was like you rent the movie to watch, but you have obviously ads at the beginning, but not through the movie.
Right.
But they still have to make like ad revenue, so they have.
That's
to
what I
put
was
the
thinking.
ads
Yeah, the
somewhere.
ad revenue.
And I always wonder, what the fuck am I paying for it, right? Because
Right.
But if you want less, no. There's no. I don't think there is a no commercial option. You
No.
could have
Yeah.
less commercials if you instead of going $5.99, you go like $9.99 or some shit like that. So instead of 190 seconds, you just get 90 seconds. So I'm still getting commercials, you
no
know.
matter what.
But it's like, I mean, is there anything that doesn't fucking do commercials anymore? Well, I guess Netflix, or whatever. But that's probably going to change. I don't know.
I don't know. Netflix has they have
Netflix-
ads in the beginning, but it's for their own shit. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now they're like, if you
I
watch
know-
something, they'll
but
run
they
an
are
ad.
putting commercials in now.
Are
They're
they?
going to start doing in-app commercials, which
See,
is
I got kicked
insane.
off. I was stealing someone else's password. They got me.
I was.
I told you I'll give you one of mine. I'm paying for an extra one.
Oh, okay,
Jesus.
yeah.
I don't know how to disconnect it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'd be rad.
I think the only I think the only one right now that doesn't do commercials is Vudu. I think they're the
Tell me
only.
about
I
that.
think they're the only ones who do it
yeah.
that like don't do commercials, which is amazing. But because that's the only
For now.
that's the only app that I have that's like streaming stuff.
Yeah.
But even then, they're a lot later when it comes to movies going on.
Sure. See, I don't like Tubi. I don't mind, right? Because Tubi, it's free. Obviously,
I
you
was
gotta
gonna
pay.
say, yeah, it's free,
But
yeah.
your commercials are getting like 2, right? It's really quick. And
Yeah.
sometimes they're just 15 seconds. So he's like, okay, I'm going to take 30 seconds of my life. All right, stops. Okay, and you're back.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that too bad.
that's
but,
like a quick pee break.
right. But
Yeah.
you're giving me fucking 4 or 5
Yeah,
minutes.
if
of
I'm
it,
getting
like,
200 seconds,
I don't
like
get commercials on
Hulu,
YouTube.
But do you pay for
you
YouTube
must have
Plus?
the, you had the you
I
must
pay-
have
I
paid.
pay-
Oh yeah, so then
It's
yeah,
like $24.
it's like
For how long?
I think it's $24 a month.
oh
Ooh.
no, it's only like 15 for a month because that's what I pay a month.
I think
It's
mine
15.
is more. I think I fucked up then.
Yeah, you must have.
I think it was like $23.99.
Really?
When it came
Mine's
on my phone.
only like 15,
Oh shit.
and I pay like monthly. Maybe you're doing like every 3 months, or are you like getting?
I probably
they're
just did
charging
something
you
stupid.
something. Yeah, they're charging you.
But like I
something.
never get a commercial.
Yeah, and that's
Really?
and that's great.
kind of nice.
And
yeah.
I can do the thing where you could like
Where you
watch
could
it or
watch
listen
it
to
without
without screen.
Oh, you
Yeah.
could download too, right? I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
can
you can
download
download.
everything.
Yeah, so you don't have to have Wi-Fi. So like that's
Man, I was considering doing
But I can
that.
also like just save things on my phone. Like I can press that button
And it'll
and
save.
then it just saves the videos on my phone.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of worth it. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's worth
$24
it,
a month
but-
though. Whew.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's-
you're paying for. But
Yeah.
I
that's
messed up.
insane. Even $15 is kind of a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
but
I think they should always keep it under $10.
under
right?
$10
because
that's what it used to be, and then this year everything bumped up.
Sure.
So like I
By, like,
remember,
$6.
Yeah, I was gonna say 'cause
crazy.
I
That's a lot.
remember like getting emails for like Amazon, YouTube, Vudu, all of it jumped up like $5.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, what
I was
the
just like, what the hell?
I know, man. I don't get it, man. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I do get it, I guess, but shit, man. It's like we're going through enough, all right, right now, please. Can we
Yeah,
just fucking
right.
have
Honestly.
some free?
The world is burning down. Do I
Yeah.
really need to pay an extra
Do I need-
$7?
yeah, right. No shit. So, anyway, all right.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking Halloween.
Yeah.
What are we
Speaking-
doing?
Oh yeah,
speaking
let's get into.
I
Like,
know.
the
I
real-
know. We've bitched for an hour.
We've been
We spoke-
55 minutes
Oh,
of
shit, we have
bitching
bitched
about it. But
Is anybody still listening?
I know.
You're right.
No,
Thank
but this
you,
is this is where we pull it back to being a horror podcast.
Yes.
And specifically a very special spooky episode.
Yes.
So with me this last weekend and now this weekend coming up doing Halloween parties. I want us to do kind of like a simulation of like our perfect Halloween party.
Okay.
Okay.
So me being freshly like knowledge of how you need to do a party, there is key elements to making the perfect Halloween party.
Okay.
Which goes from the food
Yep.
to drinks
Yep.
to music to even the guests we invite to these
Yeah.
said parties, Halloween parties. In order to create the perfect party,
Can I
you
throw
need
one
the-
more? Can I throw one more category?
yeah.
What's on that TV, man?
Well, yeah, and
You gotta have a
entertainment.
playlist. You gotta have movies playing,
Exactly. Yeah. So there's a lot of things
Wait,
to
I don't
curate.
know what. I don't know what fucking Mel was playing.
I know.
Back
I was
then.
like,
Or
hee.
fucking Franco.
But to curate the perfect party, you
Yes.
need the perfect ingredients. So
Okay.
I want us to create our perfect Halloween party.
All right.
Now, this is going to be specifically for our horror icons.
Okay.
So we're all hosting this Halloween party. And we'll say we're having it here at the Terror Trader.
I like it. All right, I like it.
We got TV, we got booze, we got food, we got everything. So we're going to go
Yeah.
down. So I'm going to go down the key elements.
Okay.
Which first, we're going to, who are we inviting? So I want us to each pick a horror icon
Okay.
as our guest to come with us to this said party.
I got.
So it's your
mine.
+1.
Our +1. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's you plus a horror icon. Now, this could be from any universe.
Okay.
This could be something a small. It could be anything.
Okay, are we doing
horror
actors
icon.
or actresses? Or are we doing actors?
No. We're doing like the horror icon.
Oh,
like
we're
the character?
Yeah. So we're not doing just actors. We're doing doing like
yeah. Because I was Felissa Rose, man. I was like, get her, man. She's a fucking party.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. No. This is all.
Hopefully she was topless.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I said that out loud. I thought his mic was off.
So I mean.
Just feed into my algorithm here.
Right.
Fucking
reel it in, Straighty.
Yes, reel it in.
Go touch some grass.
Yeah.
You always say, right? Yeah.
So
right,
I want us to each go around and
oh my god.
pick
Okay.
a specific.
Who am I bringing
icon.
to this fucking party?
Yes.
Whoa.
We'll start with Franco.
Oh God. So I have to pick a horror icon.
Yeah.
No, I got mine. If you got, you want
So
to
this would be like an icon that would. I'm essentially saying that they're a living being.
This could be This could be like someone like Freddy Krueger or even like as much as like even like a Scream Queen.
Yeah.
So like we got Sidney Prescott or Laurie Strode or somebody.
I hate her.
I can't stand her.
But it doesn't have to just be like a killer or a slasher. It could be like anybody in a horror movie that we want to be our plus one.
I got
All right.
mine.
So my plus one would be Sister Sarah from Hocus Pocus.
Okay. Ooh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because it's like she's like she's a good time.
Yeah, she's a full bimbo.
She's looking for boys.
Yeah.
Boys.
You know what I
mean?
Can I play with them? Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's like
definitely
kind of a ditz.
Okay.
Yeah. She's.
I'd have a
she's
good time with her.
Good time with her. Good time with you.
Okay.
All right.
You want to go next?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going a little bit different. I am going with a Scream Queen, but I want that girl that comes in and everybody just kind of stops and like, oh shit, and like this girl's doing coke in the bathroom and probably getting naked on a table later. I want trash from Return of the Dead.
Yeah.
Bring me Linnea, but I want her in that. I want that trash version where she's just like fucking doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
she knows everybody's looking at her, and you know she's gonna do some risque shit later on. But you know what? Yeah. She's with me. This is my plus one. You're fucking all welcome when you're doing coke off her ass or whatever. So, you know.
Oh, man.
But and by the way, she'll guarantee at the end of the night by midnight she's naked.
For
doing,
sure.
Doing
100%.
something like just fucking sacrilege or something weird.
Yes.
But you know, you're always going to remember that. That's a party, man. So.
I love it. I love it.
Fucking please come trash. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
What do you
got? Oh, me. Okay, so I think we need a little bit of something to spice it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go with Art the Clown.
Oh fuck!
What?
I want Art the Clown. He's He doubles as entertainment. He doubles as entertainment. So
everybody's just gonna be in the corner looking at him like, "Don't fuck." What's this guy doing?
But he's not like murdering bitches or anything like this. Up in this, he's having a good time with
rubbing
us.
his shit all over the bathroom.
Good point. Yeah, someone needs to clean that up.
Okay, half of us twinks are also doing that.
It's pretty much.
So
it's a
come
bathroom
on.
in every gay bar
I was about to say.
point.
So come on,
Oh,
as
my
if that's
God.
really something new for us.
Okay.
That's
no,
true.
he's good, but he doubles as like entertainment. So he could do some like clown acts for us.
Okay, yeah.
He's just a good time.
Split someone in half. I
Yeah,
don't
split
know.
someone. Yeah, you know, like
I see
all
him
the
and
girls love
Trash
him.
making out by at least by
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
11 p.m.
Yeah. So those
Okay.
are our guests.
Yeah, I dig it.
That's a good
This is
group of
fun.
people.
Yeah.
Sarah would be all over him.
Oh, yeah,
she'd
for
be
sure.
all over him, and her little like tunes that she's singing to kind of lure him in and stuff. I'd love to see that. That'd be interesting.
I just want Trash to be like just such a like I'm so bored.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
They're like fucking like oh fuck I just love that.
Set this building on fire.
Yeah. Let's go rob somebody.
Yeah.
Let's go take like a grave or
Yeah.
something. All right.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
we are going to pick. What food dish would we bring to this party? This is like a potluck sort of
Okay.
situation, so we're each bringing a food.
Fuck.
Now this could be like real food, or this could be something from a specific movie.
Oh.
Like I will, for example, mine. I'll go first. This
Okay.
one, I want the soul pizza from Nightmare on
Oh
Elm
shit.
Street. That's
Oh
fun.
my God.
I
Yeah.
love that. I think that'd be really fun to have. That's my dish. I'm bringing a full soul pizza.
You can go next.
I'm trying to, I just want some jalapeno poppers. I don't know why I like
Those are
those.
good.
Man. I
Hey,
don't
that's
know.
good.
I don't know.
I like that. I
I think
I
a
love
finger
good
food, something's got a
Yeah.
little snap to it.
Yeah, I like that.
Not your fucking Jack in the Box ones. I'm talking.
Yeah.
Give me some like legit, man. Give me some crispy, some jalapeno. I like that
Yes.
shit, man. I don't know. I think that's a good finger food that you can pop in. You can eat it. It kind of goes with drinks and
I like that.
get you a little sweat going. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm going with the chili from Texas Chainsaw 2.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
that's a good one.
Okay, I'm the only one
That's a
that didn't
good one.
themed anything. anything. So anyway, but that's a great one.
That is a great one.
That is.
You know what? It tastes delicious.
It does.
You can't go wrong.
Occasional, you find a little bit of a finger in there.
Human flesh, but
yeah, you know,
yeah,
it's
totally
the recipe.
what
was
do they
on
call
point.
it in hardcore peppers or hard shell peppercorn?
Yeah.
And the guy had that bone. He's like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Ooh,
That's
I love
so.
that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay.
Ooh, I'll even do. I'll do like a honorable mention. My guest is also bringing like the toast stew from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The big toast stew. Oh, that's good.
Oh,
That motherfucker was eating that one in that movie. He was going off on it. I was like, that's disgusting. Even pulled the toe out and he was like, he thought twice about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
like,
changed mine. I brought dessert. The stuff.
Oh,
the stuff.
That's a good one. Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta hold
love
that theme.
They
Like
should do
horror
like a
thing.
stuff too. By the way,
They
Why
should.
have they
Right?
ever-
What the
yeah.
fuck's going on?
I
Once
know.
again, Hollywood. You got AI. Just fucking write it.
I know.
You don't even have to be good. Just go.
Yeah.
I know.
We're gonna watch it.
I love that movie.
Okay, that's good. So we
great
got
movie.
we got the soul pizza, we got
Yeah.
the chili, and we got the stuff. All right,
Yeah.
all right, man.
Oh,
Well,
good
this
mix.
party's
Good
this party's
mix.
rocking. I like
Yeah.
it. All right.
Now, for our next drinks. Now we each have. Now we're each bringing a specific drink with us to share with the group.
I don't drink, so I'm kind of fucked on this. Like,
Yeah,
something from a movie. Is there a specific?
I'm trying to think.
I'm in recovery. Damn it! No, I'm kidding. I'm not in recovery. I just
It doesn't have to be alcoholic. But what are you bringing to this party? What's the drink menu looking like? What's that green alcohol that's like illegal?
the Green Fairy. Fucking,
What?
Yeah, what do you call it? Absinthe.
Absinthe. That's my
Oh.
drink. I'm bringing that because I just that shit's gonna wreck everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You need. So I'm trying to debate. Like, do you go with something that's like fucking? See, if I went like something that's just fruity, like some type of cocktail, like
Okay, that offends us, but
Yeah, sorry.
Hey,
No,
what are you trying to say?
yeah. So I mean, there's no like margarita for me in the future. I'm looking at because I brought trash, right?
Yeah.
And if I go straight pussy with this fucking drink, I'm done.
Oh yeah,
She's
yeah.
gonna leave me.
She's leaving your ass.
So
She's going
I'm
Art
just
Decline.
gonna go hardcore. We're just gonna go fucking Everclear.
Oh,
All right,
God.
and maybe blow a couple fireballs.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Spit it out there. I'm sure she'll be doing something. Eventually, this will be poured over her body. I imagine.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
let's just get wrecked, and we'll put someone with alcohol poisoning by the night, man. So
what's the drink from Street Trash?
Oh my god,
That's what I would bring.
Viper wine.
I would bring Viper wine.
Oh my god, that is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
But I
Holy-
would bring one bottle, and everybody just gets like a thimble.
Yeah.
So it doesn't kill you.
Doesn't kill you?
Just like does something to you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're gonna
Minor mutation, but not full.
Yeah, you're not going full meltdown.
No,
yeah,
not
yeah,
full
yeah,
meltdown.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Fucking Viper wine.
Hell
Why
yeah.
don't we see more of that? That's a great prop,
Yeah.
man.
That is.
I don't
Yeah.
know. We need to make some of that. So
Yeah, we do. Yeah. That,
okay,
that'd be great.
shit.
Real.
So
Yeah.
we got good food. We got good drinks.
Yeah. Now,
good guess. So.
Good guess. And now we need good music.
Okay.
What would be a specific song you would want on this said playlist for a Halloween party?
Shit.
It's got to move, right? It's got to. Okay.
It's got to be bumping. We got some.
Wait, it has to be lumping, or can it be just?
No. It's just like no. Just whatever you want. But I'm just saying, we got a good crowd of guests.
Yeah.
We got good food. We got good drinks. Now, what's the music we're all vibing to for this party?
I'm going. Party Time by 45 Grave, right? For fucking Return of the Living Dead. I know I'm kind of sticking with a theme there, maybe because I'm looking at trash right behind me over there. But that's a good song. That's a party song, right?
Yeah,
it's
that
party
is.
time, and I remember seeing the skeleton come out of the ground.
Yeah.
fucking,
That's so good.
Yeah,
that's
his
a good-
jaw opens up, and
That's
it's just yeah. I think I'll go with that, and it's not too depressing because I'm sure Wolf Time's going to come with some type of fucking something that's just going to bring us all down and depress us.
Absolutely.
So what's your song?
Mine is Blackwater by Timber. So everyone that's listening to this, look up that song.
Okay,
It is exactly
I
what
have
Jason
no
just
clue what
said.
that- Oh, jeez.
Timber.
The fact that it's timber.
Timber.
I don't even know. I
The
know
song
it's,
is Blackwater.
Oh my god! I just
Blackwater.
want to go commit suicide right now.
It is absolutely so. It's so dark, so just somber. I love it so much.
Have you ever seen? I know this is not horror, but Revenge of the Nerds.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember
I'm
they're
the
all
man on the mic that they call Lamar. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, remember at the party and they're all just kind of standing around. Fucking, that's. I just see your song. We're all just kind of like, okay, this is fucking. Who is this? Timber. Okay.
I love them so much.
Oh man.
What are you doing? I guarantee you're going with something I have no idea.
Oh, actually, no. I have two. I have two that I can't decide around. So one is Alice Cooper. School's Out.
Okay. Wow. I do
like
know
that. That's a good. That's a good vibe.
Okay.
Or I Still Believe, that song from Lost Boys. With the shirtless hunk just like going off on
that's
it.
who I should have brought to this fucking thing,
that
man. The
would've been
sexy
good.
sax guy.
He's our entertainment.
Okay,
he's our
there we go.
entertainment. Yeah, he's live entertainment, and he's playing I Still Believe.
By the way, we'll get him at the store. I will make him perform at one point. But Tim Capella.
Yep.
Capella.
Yeah.
I want to know if he has. I mean, I know it's a no.
Yeah.
But I would be like, is there any way that you have any contact with Jamie Lee Gertz still?
Oh, good point.
Jamie Gertz, not Jamie Lee Gertz.
Yeah.
Jamie Gertz.
Oh,
Jamie
I
Lee.
wonder.
Jamie Lee Gertz. Jamie Gertz.
I wonder.
She's the richest actor in the fucking world.
Yeah.
Like, if he does, I'm like, then why are you here?
Why
Like,
are you here?
right?
God. Oh God, that
no
would be
shit.
great. Yeah, I wonder.
I met him like 6 months ago. Good guy, man.
He still has that hair.
He was shirtless too.
Oh,
Yeah.
He was
always.
fucking. He had a sax
Yeah.
around him. I mean, he knows his role, right?
Yeah.
He's
And
like,
he
look,
does some good music too, still to this day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff with Gunship, which is like this synthwave band.
Oh.
Oh, they do such good stuff because he's still playing that.
Really?
That what is it? Saxophone?
Saxophone.
Yeah,
Saxophone.
he's still doing it. I love
Well,
it.
he was Tina Turner's sax
What?
player.
I didn't
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
She,
man.
yeah, that's where he kind of came in. He was her.
Really?
He toured with her. Yeah.
Oh, fucking mad respect for that guy, man.
Oh, I know.
Damn.
Oh God.
Holy shit.
Plus, he was
Yeah.
fucking jacked.
He was Jackson Tan. This guy, that's all he
Yeah.
was, man.
I think he turned us gay. He was one of the things that turned us
It
gay.
could
yeah.
be.
Oh, definitely.
But then, then his
definitely.
hair I got straight again for a while
Oh,
when
no,
I looked
not
at that
me.
stupid
Not me.
fucking hair.
Not me.
That was some
I'm just kidding, Tim.
I mean, and doesn't he have just really long hair?
I remember when
Well,
I
he pulls into that.
But pulls
stupid-
in like the
I hate
ponytail.
the
Yeah.
ponytail.
That's a
Remember?
no.
I remember for those out there listen. We were thinking about doing it wasn't a real sexy sax guy. We wanted to hire a fake one.
Oh, yes.
right. And I go, okay, I need a guy, a buff dude.
Oh,
I'm thinking,
this was
I'm sitting
so
there,
funny.
and I'm thinking in my head, I'm thinking Thunder from Down Under. I go, all right, one of these guys, fucking Franco Melda, somebody has to know one.
Yeah.
And I go to you guys, I go, hey, can you guys find me a knockoff sexy sax
We're
guy?
like, we'll
And-
give you one tomorrow.
yeah. But you both look at me like, look, gay people don't have hair like that. I was like,
No,
I was like,
no, they
well,
don't.
oh shit.
The ones I know, but
Okay,
they're
dude.
they're not built like him.
Oh, really?
like,
Yeah.
I don't know any gay man that has hair like that.
Really?
None.
All mine are like have hair
You
like
know
that,
ha-
but they're like skater boys.
Well, I
of
know
course.
gay guys that have long hair. I don't know any gay guy that
That just,
ever
like,
pulls his
pulls it all
receding
the way
hairline
back.
hair
Yeah.
to like a knot in the back of his hair,
Yeah.
and then has hair going down underneath that,
Yeah.
like a double weird. Nobody does that.
It's rough looking. It's definitely rough looking.
Yeah.
but
You're
I
not
don't know.
allowed to be gay with hair like that.
Oh, really? It's a
Yeah.
unwritten
It's a
rule.
global rule. It's not even
You
just
get your
American.
gay card taken.
Completely.
Oh yeah, we don't accept.
No
you.
matter
Not
where
here
you
at
are.
this- No.
Shit.
Oh.
Yeah, that when you told me that, I was like, huh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know why. I just thought that would be, oh yeah, I got fucking Jack, down the street.
Oh yeah,
here.
oh yeah. You just need a jock. Oh god, I got a whole row of them.
Yeah.
I got a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
neighborhood filled.
All
with
right,
them. You can
look,
just-
I'll
Easy
take
to
one of
find.
those. I'll find a
We'll
wig.
find a wig.
There we go.
Yeah,
there
I
we
got
go.
I got a couple
Okay.
lace fronts we could put on.
Yeah,
here.
just need someone to oil them down.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I was like guilty. Oh man! All right, so that was
We got our songs.
That was our songs.
Yeah.
Yes. Now what? So we have a TV. We have a TV playing.
Yeah.
We got it. We got one of those old vintage. The TV that we have in the shop here.
Okay, yeah.
What's playing on it?
Okay, yeah. You need a. Now, here's the thing: is it like, are we paying attention? Or
No.
This
This
background
is
stuff?
definitely just background noise.
Oh, okay,
When
so-
we're all just vibing around, we're just having dinner or whatever.
where you
we're
can just
eating
kind
our
of
pizza.
catch points. And,
Yeah.
oh, that's the part. This part is coming up. And
Yeah.
all that stuff. Ooh.
Yeah. What movie's
one's
playing?
easy.
Would you?
Ooh,
Okay,
what
you
is
go
it?
first.
Faces of Death.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good one.
wow! Well,
Of course
it
you
goes
would.
right with fucking Timber.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
haven't you guys been to Halloween parties where that has been playing? I
No, I have
No.
not, dude.
I've been to
No.
several where that's just playing on the TVs
What
all
the
around.
really?
And I'm like doing
God.
coke in the bathroom. I'm kidding.
Oh god.
That's not me. That was Jamie Gertz.
Oh, that is-
in less than zero.
Jamie
But
Lee.
Rusty Pipes. No.
Wow.
But I have been to several Halloween parties.
They've had Faces of Death playing.
Yep.
That's
One was
wild.
playing on a reel,
That's amazing.
and another
actually.
one was playing on a bunch of TVs in
Fucking-
LA.
That's a rough movie to have fun for a
That's
Halloween party.
wow.
That's such a downer.
That is. That's a fucking party.
You know,
right?
it's a real downer, like me giving somebody oral sex in the corner.
Oh,
While that
it's
movie's
playing.
playing.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a downer.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
That's pretty fucking.
That's pretty
That's
rough.
a low. You probably probably at that point you're like, you know what? Where's my life going?
Yeah,
right
at
now?
this point, you really got to question your life right there.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, no, that's extremely rough. Are you kidding? What's yours?
Oh fuck, man, that's a tough one because I need a party one, right? I gotta lift this mood for fucking what Frank.
I know we gotta bump it up a little bit.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put on Killer Clowns.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I like that.
You can't go wrong with that.
I've done several Halloween parties, and that's been my go-to movie to put on.
Yeah, you can catch moments of it.
Yeah, and that's a movie you don't need to pay attention to.
At all.
You see a good graphics. You see those clowns come on. It's a good time.
Right.
I like that.
It will. I guess cleanse the palate of your fucking face of death and timber.
Yeah,
Yes.
I need it to be dark.
Your party is just dark.
Yeah,
dude.
yours are rough. Man. Yours are rough.
Oh, you guys have no idea.
Right.
I'm like, okay, when do we get past all this other shit? Talk about what's really going on at this party.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Because all I need is like leather.
Oh shit.
Baby oil dispenser and a shower for 10.
God.
And a what?
And a shower for 10.
Oh,
Jeez,
a shower for 10.
Pretty much that's all we need. We don't
boy.
even need light.
Oh, okay.
I
Go ahead,
hate it
sorry.
here.
Do you
I
guys
hate
do
it here.
leather? Is that you guys into that?
I mean, there's like a leather scene in the gay community.
Well, I know that,
but
saying-
I'm
Specifically, me.
I like
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
but I don't like the way that a lot of people wear it.
Oh, okay.
Like it tends to wear them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it's like,
Yeah.
I do like it, but
Sure,
I'm not
sure.
like, if I'm gonna go, like you've seen my little leather shorts that I wore to Folsom that
Yes.
one time. Yeah, like
Yes.
I've done it before,
So,
but I'm not wearing anything else. I'm
Is
not
there
like doing
really-
the whole thingy.
okay, once again, I haven't been to a gay club, but is there really like, I'm stereotyping shit, but like that, what's it, Blue Oyster style? Remember that from a Police Academy a long time ago?
Oh, no.
Where you got like a whole club and
Oh.
everybody's just decked out in leather, just fucking.
There
with
are leather clubs and there's
there's-
leather nights.
I was
Really?
gonna say I there's not here at least there's not leather clubs, but there is leather night.
leather
There are
nights.
leather
Okay,
nights.
okay, yeah.
And even sometimes a lot of those are all like a lot private parties.
Are they really?
Those are like
Yeah.
specific where like it's at a specific venue where like you got to have like word from word to get in. kind of thing.
So like this is, I'm not trying to sound like all bougie or nothing, but in
Right.
Berlin it's a bigger thing.
I was gonna say Berlin.
I
Yeah,
can
there-
see that.
It
I can
pops
see
off
Germany.
there. There's
Yeah.
a lot of leather
That's-
just
yeah.
bars.
I will
Okay.
say they go off on the leather bars over there.
Yeah.
I can see that. That makes sense over there. Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
that was how common that was or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
They-
I mean, I've been to like there's always these themes, like you said, there's themes.
Yeah.
And like Eagle LA has leather a lot.
Yeah.
But
I'd say like L.A. You got a lot of them. You got a few leather clubs there, but mostly
That's
they're
why I always
just, like,
love 80s stereotypes are hilarious because
Yeah.
hey look, we got a scene, guys, we got to make this a gay bar, and it's immediately
it's
get
all just
leather.
leather.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
which is like wild.
Basically YMCA style. Let's go. Right?
Or the clone. They
Yeah.
had the clone. Do you know what the clone is?
No, I don't.
So the clone was a big look back in the 70s and some of the early 80s where they all had the short hair, like our hair.
Yeah.
But it's like really short and they all had the big mustache.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was, they were called the clones.
Oh, the clone. Okay.
And that was a big vibe.
Wow.
Oh, God.
That's hilarious.
I hate it here. I hate it here.
All right, what movie are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna do just a fun movie. I'm gonna do Bride of Chucky.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to. I was thinking Chucky something.
Yeah,
I do
that-
love Bride of Chucky.
Yeah, Bride of Chucky. It's fun because it's just like and they're always on screen.
Sure.
Chucky and Tiffany, just a good time. But
Yeah.
that's just a funny movie too, like where you just catch like a quick glimpse and like Chucky's flipping off the camera,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
Chucky and Tiffany are having sex. Good time.
Yeah.
Good movie. Like when you are watching it, you're just cracking up laughing.
So we did it's funny you said that. We did a poll here at the store. We did it online, and we did ask every single customer for a day, right? You have one movie you can watch Halloween night, and I gave them three choices. I gave them Child's Play, Child's Play 2, or Bride of Chucky. And fucking if Bride of Chucky didn't win.
Yeah.
Hard. It won hard.
Oh, it
dude.
won hard? Good.
Now,
Good.
original was good second place,
Good second
but I would say,
the original's just like
yeah.
I just feel bad for Andy the whole movie because like he's just going fucking crazy and everybody just thinks he's going crazy.
Yeah.
Bride of Chucky is like I don't know that changed like that series for
Sure.
better and for worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Like it steered it
it's
harder
so
into the
good.
camp area.
Yeah, it's so good, but like you get into like Seed of Chucky and you get into this new like Chucky series, and Bride of Chucky fucked that series so hard.
Yeah.
Really?
Because like it introduced like it was received so well that campiness, but then Don Mancini just lost the plot when it came to the like to the campiness because
Yeah.
like now like the whole storyline of like that whole Chucky series. I don't know if you guys have watched it at all, but they're on the third season where Chucky is president or like is like working with the president.
Okay.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's so dumb.
I'm checked out at that point.
Can I just go through like a little?
I saw the pilot.
Yeah. Okay, let me I'm gonna go through like a quick thing real quick.
Yeah.
So I watched the pilot for this where Chucky is in the White House.
Okay.
Like he is he is one of the last good at this point now he's one of the last good guy dolls, and he is with the president. And there is specific where like they make it so obvious that like the president's son has Chucky.
Okay.
And they're like, "Oh, hey Dad, Chucky wants to view like the president's office."
Yeah.
But he's like, "So I want you to take him to work with you." But then at the same time, they're like, the White House is getting like there was like a code red where like the power went out.
Right.
And stuff. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, Chucky talks to me," and stuff like that. I'm like, no way. The secret, dude. Like the like his what do you call it? The Secret Service is allowing this doll when they're saying like, oh, the kid's saying like, oh, he talks to me and oh, he wants to go visit your office. Ain't no fucking way that Secret Service isn't putting a bullet through that fucking doll because they're thinking it's some sort of like spyware.
Right.
I'm like, this doesn't make sense that Chucky is in the president's office just sitting there listening to conversations while the president's kid's saying, yeah, like Chucky wants to see this and that, and oh, we have a code red, there's a breach in the White House.
Yeah.
And I need Chucky to come with me, so they're having his. No fucking way does that make sense. I don't care about like the campiness and all that. You can have it, but there's no way that Secret Service would allow that doll to get that close to the president without having some sort.
And
of
what
confusion.
season is this?
This is season 3.
Okay, good. So stop at 2. Okay, I got you.
Oh no,
I only saw the first
stop
episode.
At 1.
Really?
Stop at 1.
Really?
Because like it goes so far as like season 2 is like with like him in a church.
No.
And stuff like that. And I'm like, again.
Is he a preacher? Is he like Sam Kinison or something? Is he like a pastor?
He's just, well, he's like, it's weird. Like, he's just like a doll that's like roaming around the church and stuff. And like, all the people are saying, oh, Chucky's alive. I'm like, again, the church wouldn't have an item like this if it's causing that much hysteria. I'm like, it just doesn't like. God, like I said, like this series makes no sense anymore. It's so bad because of like what Bride of Chucky did for the series. It did it so well where it gave like the horror comedy like a resurgence and like in a good way, because that comedy in that movie is so well done.
Right.
To when years later that you get Seed of Chucky, which is all meta and stuff like that, which is like, I don't like it, but it's entertaining to watch. To now, this series is just total
that sounds bad.
It's
like, you know what? Like,
bad.
If it's gonna, like, I always say, if you're gonna go bad, then go all the way bad.
Yeah.
Like, fucking have Chucky in Alaska or some shit. Like, have, you know what I mean?
Driving an aircraft carrier.
Like, go all the way. Have them like terrorizing like the fucking locals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're trapped in the winter.
Right.
Yeah.
Just do some dumb shit. Like Chucky's out there with bears or something.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna go like dumb. I mean, like you said, how it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
Go all the way.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, have him be out. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Well, I think that's what he did here.
Take him
But
out
he
of his
went-
element.
but
Have him running around the woods or something.
I know. It's like you could go so many levels. But you went to having him in the White House.
Yeah.
And like there's a point now where like Chucky's getting old. Where like he like the doll's
Wait, he
physically
ages?
where now he's aging because Dumbledore is giving up on Chucky because he's not killing people. Or like he hasn't tried like researching
Doing
his
his
soul into a new body, even though he's going through different doll bodies now. Now the doll's getting wrinkles. And it's like that is so
That's dumb as fuck,
That is
yeah.
so dumb.
Count me
Because
out.
we lost that. We lost like the human part of like where the longer Chucky stays in the body, the more human it gets.
Right.
Yeah.
But now they're just completely like, oh no, Chucky's just getting old now, so he's just gonna die from old age. And I'm like, that's so dumb. It's so
That is
stupid.
ridiculous. The fact that they're giving wrinkles to a
Yeah,
doll.
yeah.
When clearly he gets Botox. We haven't seen the real remake. Hello.
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's just they've lost the plot so hard. When
Just
it
give
comes
me
to
like
Chucky.
Aqua Chucky or something.
Oh,
Like,
Aqua Chucky. I
yeah,
like
you know,
that.
at this point,
Yeah.
just whatever.
And also like they've just like completely shit like on the Tiffany character too, because
really?
now it's just Jennifer's body or
Jennifer
literally-
Tilly as
it's
Jennifer's body,
yeah,
right?
and it's just like now like they like spoiler alert, they just killed off Jennifer Tilly like
Right.
completely, like where like at the end of Seed of Chucky we find out that like she really did transfer her, like Tiffany transferred her soul into now physically being into Tiffany's body,
Right.
or into Jennifer Tilly's body. So like now it's all meta to where like the whole series is like, oh, it's Jennifer Tilly in
And
the
Meg
town.
Tilly, right? Like
Yeah,
the
and Meg
sisters on
Tilly
it
was
too.
on it and stuff. So like they're like, so now she's like in this like rich house. She's like a celebrity going to these small towns and stuff. But then they had Jennifer Tilly's soul in a Tiffany doll.
Right.
And they just completely kill her off. Like, and I'm like, so now you just killed off, like, in this universe, you just killed off the real Tiffany. Because,
Yeah.
And it's so weird. They completely shit on that whole character. Because, like, now you can't have Jennifer Tilly show up in the series.
Right.
Because she's dead.
Because she's dead. And I was like, and now you will never see the Tiffany doll because because Tiffany is in Jennifer's body.
Yeah.
So
Right.
we have to have Jennifer Tilly playing the Jennifer Tilly character, but you can never have the Tiffany doll because it wouldn't make sense because then
Yeah.
you would lose Jennifer Tilly being the physical presence in the show. It's like you guys just killed it.
I'm
you
out.
guys just
I'm
killed.
out.
You
I'm out.
completely shitted on that character.
Yeah.
You should have always had Tiffany in the Tiffany doll. You should have always had Jennifer Tilly. You should have never
Yeah.
just brought Jennifer Tilly playing the actress. Like
Yeah.
that. I hated that whole thing with like having Heather, or what's her name?
Heather Langenkamp?
Yeah, having
Oh,
her.
New Nightmare?
Yeah, having her in that. But at least you guys didn't like.
Miko Hughes.
Yeah, but at least
Yeah.
like that movie was somewhat done well.
Yeah,
But,
that
like,
was all right.
Yeah, Wes
It-
did that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wes.
well,
yeah, it's just it's so shit. That series is it's so shit. So like I completely just stopped watching. Like I don't care about anything after Sita Chucky. Like
Well, I did see on the pilot or one point because he's like, I have a kid that's gay or I have a trans kid or
Yeah.
something. But then when he's like fighting the kid, he's just like, this is so fucking gay.
yeah.
Really? Chucky
Yeah.
says it to the kid,
But that's the
to the little gay kid.
That's the first season. They did really well with the first
Because
season.
he befriends him because
Yeah.
the kid's gay. you know?
Yeah, they did really well in the first season because like they weren't adding a whole lot. They just kind of went back to just Chucky.
Right.
Jennifer Tilly shows up, but she just does little things.
Yeah.
Glenn and Glenda are mentioned, but they're not in the series.
Right.
So it's like
They got more money and they just didn't
Yeah.
spend it well.
they
Hey, I
did.
got one thing before you get out. I forgot about. I just my mind. Sorry, I know. We'll steer off. Just
Oh, no.
yeah. Damon Leone came out today.
Oh yeah,
Not came out.
came out?
No, it didn't come
Oh,
out. It's
oh,
like-
okay. I knew it.
all the gays are running.
He was looking at me.
and says
Just
that
kidding.
he should be the one to direct the next
That next,
Friday night or Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th or Halloween?
I thought it was
Friday
Halloween.
the 13th.
Friday the
Oh.
13th? Oh.
Yeah. What's your thoughts?
I'm down for it.
Are you?
actually. I'm actually down because I think Jason needs to go back to being like brutal killings.
Okay.
And make him more like scary. I don't
Okay.
know. He got so goofy with
No,
like, the whole,
I
like,
got you. Yeah.
telekinesis girl and
Oh
stuff.
my
and
God,
all
I hate that so much.
Oh, that's bad.
I loved him.
Carrie versus Jason.
Yeah, I loved him in Freddy versus Jason
Uh-huh.
because like they went back, like Freddy and Jason both went back to like just being killing machines
Right.
and just killing people, and not, I mean, kind of in dumb ways, but like interesting ways.
Yeah.
I would love to see what he
Would
did
you?
because like
Okay.
with like how he did art and stuff. I'd love to see just like a terrifying Jason.
If he stuck to terrifying and
Yeah.
zero humor, right?
Zero,
None.
zero,
You
none,
have to,
none.
then I'd be for it. But I'm
Really
afraid
good.
how how art's kind of people laugh in the theater because he's kind of his emotions. But it is art. That's kind of his character.
That's his
right?
character.
And I don't
Yeah.
know how much that's written in, or is that how much improv from David Howard Thornton or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
As long as you kept that out, I'm okay with it, man. But I mean,
'Cause
this is the big comeback. This is
It is.
since 2009 since we've had a Friday the 13th and all that stuff. So
And they did well with that one too.
I like
in
that
my
one.
opinion. I really enjoyed
yeah, that
it.
was a good one, man.
But would you want it to be supernatural, or would you want it to be
No.
more like based in the 2009 like
I
survivalist?
think, yeah. Let me go old school, fucking just slasher type. I mean, I don't need. Yeah, I mean, there's a means to an end at this thing. Jason somehow gets killed at the end. Would you feel pretty confident that he's been killed off by
Yeah.
whoever the final girl or guy or whatever group is?
I would love for it to be like like open ended. Like we don't know. Like we like
sure, leave that up because now we got and don't put them in a fucking trash compactor. They did like
right exactly
or whatever
exactly.
But I want it to be like stalking, terrifying, fucking. I'm hammering through these woods, breaking down trees that kill you type of shit, right? Okay, I'd be down with that.
I would love that.
But if it's Jason in fucking L.A. or something like that, I'm out, man. You know?
I would be completely out of it.
I need Sackhead though. I want Sackhead. I don't want.
How cool would that be?
I would love like half the movie of him being the bag over his head, and then I would love for it to kind of do like what the 2009 did, where like he found the mask in like the pool shed or whatever it was, and then like we have like really cool scenes with like that, like the iconic mask.
You could do both. Maybe he loses that mask halfway through, and then what a cool heel turn or whatever. At the end, all of a sudden you see him. He just grabs a fucking burlap sack, rips a hole on.
Yeah. Oh,
and
that'd
now,
be so good.
Now you got the Jason 2 vibes coming in.
Yeah,
I mean
you could do it like reverse, where like like he starts off with the plastic hockey mask. Somehow that breaks.
Yeah, it gets ripped. Gets chopped off or something like that.
Or like gets a baseball bat to the face, splits that. You see a little bit of his mask. Or a little bit of what he looks like, and then somehow he just grabs like the bag and just like you said rips a hole. I would
goes
love
when he
that.
remembers, right? He remembers that's how he. I don't know. I think it'd be rad. So, all right, well, we'll figure it out. I guess time will tell on that.
Yeah,
one,
I mean, like
I would like,
and like the thing is, you could reference one.
Right.
Like I would like it to be something. And this might sound stupid because I'm getting tired, but if it was like he goes to where his mom is already murdered.
Yep.
She had already been killing,
Yeah.
and then Jason is not supernatural.
Yeah.
But he goes to where her body was.
Yeah.
Like say like the morgue, and he kills them, and then he takes the bag that his mom's head was in, and he puts that on.
That's a good one.
That's a great plot right there.
Right?
I like that.
So he goes to the morgue, kills those people, and then he finds his mom's head, takes the head, but he puts the bag on his head.
And that's the connection with his mom.
I
Dude, that's great right there, man. Fucking,
I would love that.
I know, Damien, you listen to this, right?
Yeah, you better be.
Maybe not.
Fucking steal my idea.
Yeah, right. Yeah, can we at least get a credit or something?
Yeah.
No, we'll get nothing. So.
Yeah, I would love that, or I would love kind of like a Black Christmas kind of situation where we had both the mom and Jason.
That's cool.
That would be sick too.
That would be so good. But like where you were saying, like where she gets killed, and that just automatically just sends him in like pure fury, rage.
That's what I want to see. I want to see a rage Jason too, man.
Yeah.
And just fucking brutality, man.
I want to see a running Jason.
Sure.
I want to see like a hustling motherfucking Jason.
Yeah.
Someone who is just like out for the kill. I would love that.
It'd be good. It'd be a good comeback if they did that, man. I mean, that would be something just fucking intimidating as hell, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I would love to. I'd love to see. I think it'd be pretty interesting to see that in that universe.
We'll see. Hopefully
we'll
something
see.
happens. Yeah.
Well, I think we've run pretty long.
Hour and a half.
Yeah. So we'll close it out with just briefly mentioning that we have a big event coming up this Saturday.
So we're launching this. If you're listening to this right now, you have a day to think about it.
You just need to get down here.
Yeah. So Saturday, October 28th, if you guys are here in the Chandler area, Phoenix area, if you're in fucking Arizona, we're doing a free
Halloween party.
Halloween party. Yeah, exactly what it is. We had to make a real quick, long story short. There was a con. I want you to mention the name. That ain't worth mentioning.
They're not worth it.
That was being put on. That we all kind of had a feeling that this guy was a scam artist, and he took. And we were right. He took a lot of these vendors' money, and the guy bailed out of town with probably about $40K.
Yeah.
He's probably sitting in Belize right now doing something. And it left a lot of these vendors without anything.
High and dry.
Yeah. So and they're dropping $400, $500 or whatever to get in this thing. So we decided a hasty last minute, let's grab the big 12,000 square foot spot next door and turn it into a market and let's have some fun, a big Halloween party. 60 vendors in there. You know, guys, we're going to have games. We're going to have
completely free.
Yeah. Food trucks, 100% free. Just show up and have a good time.
Yeah.
1 to 8 p.m. Once again, if you're listening to this today, if you've missed this, then, well, you suck. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry. Sorry about it.
But, no, but it's, so yeah, this is kind of the last thing, but that's a good, I'm glad you mentioned that. It's going to be a fun time, man.
It is.
So.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, come out. Come out. It's going to be it's a party.
It is a party.
It is.
Yeah. And then come see Melda, and what time are you actually doing some work tomorrow or for Saturday?
I will be doing
behind the
some
counter.
manual labor.
Oh shit, man!
And I'll be bouncing around wherever. So you'll see me. I'll be there.
We'll both be here. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's from 1 to 8.
1 to 8.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. And
But
then
the
that
store
way
opens at 12.
Yes, store opens at 12, and that gives people time because I
Feel
know a
free
lot
to
of
come hang out in
people
here.
on Saturdays have parties to go to.
Yes.
So you got time to come hang out with us, and then go kind of get tuned up, and then go to have some fun.
Yeah, it's a little pre-gaming for all your Halloween festivities.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes, and just don't listen to Timber.
Listen, do listen to. I'm telling you,
that will not be on our playlist.
Yeah, that will not be on the playlist.
It is absolutely worth a listen.
Okay, I'm sure.
It's all horror.
On your way home after a long night of partying. That's what you put on.
Well, no, because you will be like, I don't want those tacos anymore.
That's good. So.
Don't take me to Jack in the Box. All right. Well, thank you guys for sticking with us.
Yes.
You can. After I bash social media for a good hour,
yeah,
but
you can follow us all on there.
Well, I really want you guys to follow Terror Trader on Instagram, on TikTok, and there's a Facebook group. So yeah, just look them up and follow them on that. Follow Melda for Melda Hyde on all of the sex apps. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No. What's funny is I've gotten recognized, and people will comment from Melda Hyde, I love your work. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I have screenshots. Screenshots of people.
Speaking of that, real quick, I had a radio station here 2 days ago, and one of it's like Mix 96 or something like that. Well, I sound like a Mix 96.
Mix 96.
But one of the DJs knew who you were, a female. I was like, yeah, because they asked about, you got a podcast? I'm like, yeah, we have one. I go, we have one called Drag Us to Hell. It's run by, a drag queen from Dragula. And she, which one? And I'm like, okay. I was like, formaldehyde? She goes, oh my, what? Like, she was shell shocked. Like, like a little, so yes, you were recognized from somebody out there.
That.
So, I think her name is Sydney. If you're listening, I know you're not listening, but maybe you are Sydney.
It's a Sydney.
Yeah, so, but she knew who you were.
Oh my God, I love you.
Yes.
Hi, Sydney. Shout out.
Yeah, there you go. So, all right, well, cool.
Yeah, so don't follow me. Don't even look me up. But other than that, we'll see you guys this weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Happy Halloween.
And we'll have and if you're coming, please wear costumes.
Yes.
Because I want to see that.
Dress to impress, as always.
All right, happy Halloween, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.